Hello friends, I hope you're having a great day. Today I wanted to show you an experiment from Spangler Science called the bubble inside of a bubble experiment. So the equipment and the ingredients that you'll need are sugar, about 8 ounces of water, dish soap, a straw, I have my reusable one here, and a tablespoon, a little measuring spoon. So first, I am going to add sugar into my water, about 1 tablespoon of sugar. And it's optional, but I like to use warm water because it allows everything to kind of combine a little bit faster. So after you add the sugar, you're going to add 2 tablespoons of your soap. So 1 tablespoon of sugar, 2 tablespoons of dish soap. So that's 1. Now let's add the second one. And what I'm going to do here, friends, is after I put in the second tablespoon, I'm going to try and mix it all really well. Mix it together because we need each ingredient. Now that that's cleaned off, I'll go in with my straw. So what I'm going to do here, friends, is once this is all mixed in, I am going to spread some dish soap onto my surface here. I have my cutting board from my kitchen. I'm going to be using that for our bubble inside of a bubble experiment. So I'm going to put some soap on there, and then I'm going to use my straw to create my bubbles. And I like using a straw because it gives you a little more control. So I'm going to plug my straw to trap in some of that water. I'm going to get it on my cutting board. I'm going to spread it around. I'm going to grab a napkin to wipe off my fingers, though that's optional. Now I'm going to dip my straw in my solution, and I'm going to blow the first bubble. And there's our first bubble. Now I'm going to come in on the side so you can see I'm going to do this again about 3 more times. I'm going to go inside the bubble. Oop. Now I have 2. Now let's see if I can get to 4. I have 3. And now I have 4. Oh, and they popped. And that's just what happens, right? So, what we can use this for is we can use that to talk about volume, the space it takes. We can use it to talk about measurements, how we used ounces and tablespoons, or you can get creative and create your own different measurements. You can also use this to talk about how a bubble is made. You can use this to talk about, if you can see my little bubble here, it's got a beautiful rainbow hue on it. You can talk about how rainbows have the similar situation where sunlight comes in and it refracts off of the water and it creates that beautiful rainbow that we see. So you can talk about rainbows. You can also use this to talk about why is a bubble a circle shape or a dome shape or a sphere shape? Why does it look the way that it does? And what we see and what we hear from scientists is that that perfect sphere, that circle shape, is the most efficient shape for a bubble to take, and that's why it takes that shape. After that film, that bubble soap is spread, that's just the easiest shape for it. We could also talk about what's inside the bubble. So our carbon dioxide, our CO2, like how with a balloon, we blow and our breath is inside the bubble. So we could talk about that here, and that's why it's able to make that shape. And once it pops, that CO2 is released back into the air. So those are some fun ideas. You can also think of different scientific properties. You can check the Spengler website online for other suggestions on what scientific observations to make about this. And I hope you guys have a lot of fun. I think that's the most important thing. Have fun with it. Alrighty, friends, have a great rest of your day. Bye!